Sorry. Yes, it's day 30, folks. We have made it 30 days. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Really, I can't believe it. We've all actually made it 30 days of this movement control order, this MCO, where we're just supposed to stay at home, only go out if you need essentials. I do need an essential. I've run out of shaving blades. So today I thought I'd try and shave my face using my trusty Opinel from France. It is shaving sharp. So let's see if it works. No, I'm not going to do that. Just kidding. How's it going, folks? So no, I've not really gone crazy. I'm just in here in my den again. It's pissing down with rain outside. And of course it would, because I actually washed my car yesterday. Actually, I've 3 days in a row I've been washing cars. I did the roller, I did the rock and roller, then I did the Waja, and then I did the Bluebird. But all has gone for naught because it's raining. But you know what? I'm actually glad it's raining. For one thing, I don't have to water my plants. I have a lot of plants out there. So yes, the watering is being taken care of. And after the rain is over, I've got ample towels. Yes, I recycle my towels. Once they get too worn, you know, to be used as a regular bath towel, I don't throw them away. I actually recycle them into car towels to wipe down my cars. Yeah, so anyway, I didn't know what I was going to do today to celebrate 30 years of MCO. Did I say 30 years? Yeah, I did, didn't I? It feels like 30 years, doesn't it? But no. 30 days of MCO. We've survived 30 days. Well done. Well done to all of you. And you know, we are making a difference, because I've been reading reports that, overseas reports actually, that saying that Malaysia is handling the COVID-19 virus a lot better than some countries. Yeah. So very happy to hear that. At least we're doing something right, and we're being recognized for it. So to the Minister of Health, my congratulations and my admiration to you, and kudos, well done. I think you're doing a great job, and hopefully you'll be recognized for this very, very soon. To the rest who are just trying to cash in on the limelight, please STFU and let the minister do his work, because he's doing a much better job. So anyway, what shall I talk about today to celebrate 30 days of MCO? I've talked about my cars, I've talked about my knives, have I talked about badges? Yes, I do collect badges actually, and this is one of them. This actually was on my Alfetta. I think it was the second one. And when I got the car painted into that Italian livery, I took it off and I never put it back. So I've got another Alfetta badge. And why this one is cool is because it's got the logo, yes, the clover leaf. So yes, this is definitely a keeper. Not many people realize that original badging for any car, if it's a vintage, classic or old school, they're worth quite a lot of money. And so, you know, I keep them because, well, I shall put this back on my Alfetta sooner or later. But in celebration of 30 days of MCO, I thought I'd do a very quick unboxing of this, which I bought in Japan for 2,000 yen. It's a mini GT Acura. Yes, in Gulf livery. So yes, and you know what? I think I shall use one of my knives to do this unboxing. Shall I use my Strider? Yeah, maybe. So I'll try and do this as painlessly as possible. I'm gonna just cut it down the back like that, and then we'll see what's what on the inside. Ooh. Okay, this is one of those sharp plastic things you got to be careful about. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this because I actually want to touch and feel and see this car up close and personal. So here we go. Oh. All right, I've gotten the back off, so that should do it. There we go. So yeah, hey, the card's in one piece. There we go. So I can keep that. And the car itself is actually quite lovely. How's that? Can you guys see that? Oh, that's cool. That is super cool. Love that. Yes, this is the NSX GT3. This is the GT3 car that's participating in the GT3 Cup class. That's a real tongue twister and a half there. Very nice. Yes, and it comes with its own box, so we don't need this, and we don't need this. But yeah, so it comes in its own box, which I shall put right here, or right here, so you can have a better look. How's that? There we go. That's very, very nice. So, okay. 30 days of the MCO. What have you all been doing? What new hobbies have you taken up? Or what new hobbies, or what old hobbies have you retaken up thanks to this movement control order, and now that we've got all the time in the world to do stuff? And let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to hear. Maybe it's something that I'll start taking up as well. Somebody actually asked how I... Okay, you can only see half my face, so it's either the car or my face, boys and girls. Okay, how about a bit of both? Yeah. Somebody actually asked how I got into motoring journalism, and this was, wow, close to 25, 30 years ago already. I got into it when I was actually working in a totally different industry, in advertising, and it just so happened that my client was Ford Malaysia. At the time it was known as Amim Holdings, and that was my client. So I was doing the press releases, the brochures, the leaflets, anything to do with any of the cars that Ford were launching at the time was my jurisdiction. So if you happen to be having in your possession, I know LK, you've got it, if you happen to have a brochure of the Telstar, the TX3, the TX5, the Laser BV2P, any of those from that generation, we're looking at the early 90s, that's my handiwork. Yeah, so you're holding a piece of crispy history here. Of course, it was not just me, there were many people working on the account. That's what we used to call them, accounts. And yeah, I was an AE, advertising executive, or account executive for Ford. And I came to realize that I liked writing about the cars, like, you know, the press releases on all the cars, which would go out to, which would be disseminated to all the motoring media at the time. People like the late Louis Chiang and Shahriza Hussain, as well as the still living Chips Yap and Mel Lee and Leaps and all those guys. And I would meet them at events, because we were also handling the PR for Ford. And so if there was a launch, I would meet them there. I remember we launched the Telstar in Club Med Cherating. Yeah, I miss those kinds of events. And so yeah, that's what I used to do. And I also used to drive the cars to location shoots to shoot those brochures and leaflets that I was talking about earlier. And I really loved driving those cars. I couldn't afford them, of course. I only earned 800 ringgit a month, which went up to 1,002 after 6 months. And yeah, back then that was big money, okay? And so I really liked driving the cars as well to the shoot locations. And I found that I had a kind of a flair, for want of a better expression, a kind of a flair for actually writing. And during one of those events, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been the Telstar launch actually. During one of those events, I actually had a word with Chips and a word with Mel. And lo and behold, they were looking for junior writers. And so I decided to take a leap of faith to see what I could do. In the meantime, even before this, I was already writing freelance articles for New Straits Times and Star, and they published some of my articles actually. I know a few of my bike and car articles actually appeared in the newspaper, but I was just doing that on the side. And you know how they always say, you try to turn your hobby into your passion and you don't have to work a day in your life? Well, it's actually quite true. I found that I really liked writing, and I really liked shooting, photographing the said vehicles and all that. And so when I talked to them, and sure enough, they were looking for junior writers, I took a leap of faith and I quit my job, and I got into motoring journalism as a deputy editor for Highway Malaysia magazine, which does not exist anymore. And that's how it all started, a long, long time ago, in a galaxy not too far away. That's how it all started. And I haven't looked back since. I did leave for a while. I think some of you know that I was Volvo's youngest PR manager. I wanted to see what life was like on the other side of the fence, because these are during launches, I'm on this side of the fence as a journalist. I wanted to see what it was like on the other side. So I became a PR manager for Volvo Malaysia, at the time known as Federal Auto Cars, for 2 years, just to get a taste of what it was like to be on the client side of things. And I enjoyed it, I really did. I mean, those photos that I showed you earlier about the 850R and the 850 T5R and the 960 Royale, those were taken during the time when I was actually working for Volvo. So yes, I was there in Scotland with the media, but I wasn't media. No, I didn't mention that. I was actually there as client and taking care of the media during that time. And it was still wonderful. It was amazing. I really, really enjoyed myself. But then I realized that, you know what, I really need to come back to motoring journalism, because once it's in your blood, it's like owning an Alfa Romeo. Once an Alfa Romeo is in your blood, it's very hard to let go. Once this clover leaf is running through your veins, it's game over. So yeah, I came back to journalism, and for another 10 years. And then I skipped for a little while to go and work in Brunei, because I wanted to experience what it's like working in another country. So I went to work in Brunei for a couple of years, made a lot of money, but was a little bit bored over there. I was there for just over a year, and I think I owned 4 cars: a BMW, a Hyundai Coupe, a Saab, and was it a 7 Series? No. It was what was the 4th car that I owned? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. But I know that there was a BMW E32 in the mix. There was a Hyundai Coupe in the mix. There was a Saab somewhere in there. But and because cars were really cheap there, and petrol was even cheaper, I remember the first time I took the Hyundai to a gas station there to fill up, and the attendant, because they pump gas for you, you don't do it yourself, asked me how much, and I said $40. And he looked at the car back and forth, and he said 40. I'm like, yeah, $40, because that's how much it would have cost to fill up back home here in Malaysia. He looked at the car again and he said, "Are you sure? 40? I said, "Just full. Full is not 40. Full came up to about $15. So it was a funny thing. So yeah, I worked there for a while. Then I came back, and as a reward to myself and making all that money, I bought myself a Satria GTI, which was the last new car that I ever bought. But yeah, so since then it's always been in the motoring journalism line. I just enjoy it really very, very much, actually, and it's still a passion of mine. I really miss going for test drives. I really miss going for junkets. I miss attending events. Hopefully we'll get to do all that again once this MCO is lifted at the end of the month. Hopefully it's end of the month. But you know what? We can't do what happened in Wuhan, where when they lifted the MCO at midnight, everybody rushed out, got into their cars, and just drove into the city and you know, gathered all around. We honestly, as much as I would love to do that, we can't, because that might spark a third wave. So I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty much the same as it is now till about the 4th quarter. And that's not trying to be a harbinger of bad news. I mean, it's just to be safe, because we really can't afford a 2nd, 3rd, 4th wave, or whatever it is. I've lost count of the number of waves, actually. Yeah, I'll put it this way so you can have a better look at it. And so we can't just simply rush out and go crazy, although I would love to. The first thing I'll do is actually jump in my car and drive until the gas tank ran out or the tires exploded. I'm sure a lot of you want to do that as well, but we've got to be careful. Yeah, we can't do that immediately. I think we need to wait a little bit, you know, be mature about this. I can't believe I actually said that, but yeah, be mature about this and bide our time. Okay, we've already survived 30 days. 30 days, it feels like 300, but it's 30 days. And I'm really sure we can survive another 30 if we really put our minds to it and believe that we can crush this C19 once and for all, and so that we can go back to the way it used to be. And the way it used to be was with all these cars and everything. So anyway, I'm very proud of all of you. Proud of myself too, actually. I'm very prone to cabin fever. I'm the type of guy who cannot sit still for very long. I need to be out there. I mean, my motto in life is get your motor running, head out on the highway. with a motto like that in your life, it's very difficult for me, especially, to just sit still and not go out unless it's for an essential run. But and I'm sure if I can do it, all of you can do it. Shall we do one last unboxing before I go? Yeah, why not? This has been with me for the longest time. It's actually a car air freshener. You're supposed to remove this and put it inside the truck, and then it will keep your car smelling fresh. So let's see what the truck looks like. This was from BHP. They were selling this a long time ago, or were they giving it away with a full tank? I can't remember, but it's very, very cool. And here, I'll show it to you. It's got its own double-sided tape as well. It comes with double-sided tape so that you can stick it down. Put the double-sided tape here, and then you stick it down. So there's the truck. Yay! It's actually very nice, and I think I'll put it up there next to the Nissan truck with the 240Z. Very cool. I can smell it. I can smell it already. The air freshener is supposed to go in here somewhere, and then it'll oh, it's already got air freshener inside. This is just a refill. Oh, okay, cool. My den is starting to smell nice already. How very wonderful. Thank you very much, BHP. Appreciate that. But yeah, don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. So anyway, you all take care. 15 minutes, sorry. I wanted this just to be 5 minutes, but as you know, once I start talking, I can't stop. That's the problem here. And whether I'm talking in English or with an Italian accent, it doesn't matter because I just love to talk, and I'm very, very happy to be talking to all of you over there. Yeah, bellissima. Oh, speaking of bellissima, somebody actually commented on my Alfetta video all the way from Italy, and he sent me a message all in Italian. So I was like, wow, cool. Thank you, Google Translate. So yeah, thank you very much, Giovanni. If you're watching, thank you. Thank you for your message. I really appreciate that. All the way from Italy, congratulating me on my Alfetta because he's got the exact same model over in Italy. Yeah, bellissima. So okay, ciao, Giovanni. And to the rest of you watching here in Malaysia, I'm very, very proud of all of you. You're doing a great job. Stay home, be safe. Let's beat this thing once and for all, and then we can get back to our daily lives. Yeah, I love all of you very much. So take care, and I'll talk to you all again soon after I get a shave. Yeah, this one or this one, I don't know. Anyway, you all take care. Bye bye.